All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Great White Northerner here, and we got another box of quarters to hunt today. So we're going to do things a little bit differently. As you can see, I have a new mat for the video, and I did pick up this box from a bank. You can see here that it actually says Grand River Transit. So that is obviously come from the Transit Authority, because the first thing I noticed, of course, when we open up the box is that they're all machine rolled. But I did check the ends, and there are definitely some older obverses on the back. Just trying to find them now. Well, there's a US quarter on that end there, and I think there were a couple older ones that I saw when I scanned through, so I think we're good to go with this, and that will obviously didn't go back to the mint. So we've got a couple colored. We've got a enamel up here for sure, and there's another 2004 down here. So looks like we should have some stuff to hunt through here. They're always a bit of a pain when I have to re-roll them and not reuse the rolls that I get from the customers, but anyway, that is what it is. So I'm all set to go. Got my new stamp here, so we'll stamp the box when we're done. Got my glasses, got my magnet, my knife, microscope. We're all good to go. So I am going to set this up this time instead of going back and forth and hand holding the camera or the phone. I'm going to set this on a stand, and we'll try it that way. And I'm looking for your feedback as to which you prefer, whether you prefer me to kind of hold the camera and work back and forth, or whether you want just the straight down view on it. So we'll try that today and see how it goes. All right, I'll bring you back in when I find something. We are on roll 12, and it's been a bit of a bust so far. I really haven't found anything. A few 1973 that I'll check later for small bust, or sort of for the large bust variation, and about half a dozen US quarters. You can see there's another US quarter right here. But this one caught my attention as I opened up the roll. I haven't looked at the rest of the roll. No. Now I think it's probably just a stained coin, but it might be silver. It's got kind of that color. So let's just take a peek at it here. Maybe 1962. What do you know? Yeah, I had my doubts on that one. I thought it might just be stained, but yeah, we got a young head, 1962 silver quarter. That is the third one I found in my coin roll hunt so far. So, you know, 3 for about maybe 10 or 11 boxes that I've gone through. So that's great. That's a find. We will keep that one and hopefully find some more stuff as we go through there. It's a little encouraging. I was actually noticing as I was going through that probably 95% of the coins were above 2001. So luckily I was finding the odd one that was below 2001. Otherwise I was beginning to think that maybe they did have something in the machine that was pulling these out. But I have been finding the US, so that's been another good indicator as well, because those normally would get pulled out through that process as well. And so yeah, there's 2016 Teddy Roosevelt. So yeah, that's good. I don't see anything else that's jumping out at me there, so glad I brought you in, and I will bring you back if I find something else. All right, next roll, this is the 13th roll, and we have found the 150th anniversary colored version, 2017 quarter. Really nice quarter. This is only, I think, the second one that I've found, maybe third. Decent shape. So I will definitely keep it. It's only 2017, so you know, for 2017 it could be better, but it's pretty good. And I don't find too many of these, so I will definitely keep this one. I'm getting pretty picky. I've got this pink ribbon one over here. Not bad shape. It's got a couple scratches on. I think I saw them on the back. Yeah, on the back here. And I've got a bunch, and most of them are this or better. So I'm not going to worry about that one. But definitely going to keep the 2017, so I'll set that aside in my collection, and looks like things are picking up a little bit here, so I will bring you in on the next one. All right, next roll 14, and we have another find here. So this is the Legendary Nature Series 2011, and this is the Green Bison. It's about just over 6 million of these that were minted. It's got some circulation marks on it, but it's not bad, so I will hang on to that one for now and set it over with the rest. Same roll, we have found a War of 1812 Tecumseh colored enamel. Again, a little over 6 million of these were made. It's got some circulation wear on it on the high points, but it's in pretty decent shape, so I will hang on to this one and just cull out the worst ones as I go. So next. Right, we're on roll 22. We've got another find here, and it's a Salaberry, Lieutenant Salaberry, from the War of 1812 collection, and it's in pretty decent shape. Not a lot of wear on there at all. I didn't look at the obverse yet. Yeah, so it's great. So I will keep that one. There was a Laura Secord one here as well. It's the frosted version, but there's quite a bit of wear on the high points there, so I won't bother keeping it in there. Kind of less desirable anyway. Definitely, I'm a lot pickier these days as I go through. As I get more and more of these, I know I'm going to start culling out some of the worst ones anyway, so I'm just not grabbing them or bringing anybody in, or bringing you guys in when I find them when I go through here. So that's, that's probably why we're not seeing as many finds as we go through this stuff, because I'm just not bothering to keep some of this, the ones that are in worse shape. I am picking out a few nicer coins as I go, just to check them against my book. I didn't bring you in for any of those either, because they're just really to fill in my collection. But anyway, I will bring you in for the next find. All right, roll 30, and we have another find here. So this is the Legendary Nature series. It is the Blue Orca, and reasonable shape, a bit of circulation marks on it, but not too bad, and there's a little bit of wear on the enamel. But anyway, it's a decent coin, so I will hang on to that one, add that to the other that I have there, and on to the next. All right, we are on roll 35. I just opened this up, and we might have broke my record for quarters. I have a feeling this is a silver quarter right here. So I have not looked at it. I have no idea what it is. It's not particularly worn, so my guess is it'll be probably in the 60s again. But let's just take a look. Or it's a stained one. We do run into those once in a while. They kind of look silver, but what do we got here? 1968. Yep. So that's awesome. Second silver quarter of this box. And yeah, not in bad shape either. Of course, I have to take a look. I'm not sure if I've got one in this condition. I know I replaced some of them the other day and did a video of it, but that's great. That's 2 silver quarters. We still got 15 rolls to go here, so I'll bring you back in if I find something else. All right, we are on roll 40, and I have another find for us here. This is from the 1992 Province series. This is the first series of commemorative coins that Canada brought out. That actually started the whole thing. The U.S. started doing their state quarters in 1999. And yeah, this one's in really good shape. The Newfoundland quarter is about 11.5 million that were minted, so low mintage and nice shape, and 1992, so prior to the 2001 cutoff for ARP stuff. And yeah, so I will bring you back in if I find anything else. Well, we are on roll 43, and I think we might have another silver coin here. I just opened this up. I think that's silver right there. It's not showing up very well on the camera there. So my guess is it's probably another 68. It's not a whole lot different than the other coins, and there's not a lot of wear on it. So let's just pull it out and see what we've got. Okay, so this is why I thought some of those other ones were just stained coins, because that's what we've got here. So 2005, but you can see how that wasn't quite as noticeable as the other ones were, but definitely was a different coloration. And yeah, so that's just got that staining on it. So that does fool me every once in a while. That's I don't know where that staining comes from, but anyway, that's it. Yeah, all right, well, got excited for a sec, but no such luck there. All right, we are on roll 44, and I have another find here. So it's a lower mintage one. It's 1971, so there's about 48 million of these minted. It's in reasonable shape for the age, but it does have a pretty good gouge just kind of running across the back there. I don't know if you can see it. There you can kind of see the reflection of it there. So, you know, I kind of debate on this one, but I will keep it for now, and it may not make the cut down the road, but for now I'll set it aside. And yeah, we'll bring you back in if I find anything else. All right, a little bit later in that same roll, we have another find here. So this is a 2004. This is the introduction year of the enameled poppy in the center. And these ones are fairly easy to find. I've run across a few already, but harder to find where the fading of that center poppy hasn't happened. So this one is faded, but it's not as faded as many of them. So you can see it does have some decent color to it still. Some circulation wear on the coin itself, and the obverse is pretty decent. So I will keep this one. It kind of hits my grade as far as the redness or the deepness of the red on that enameling. So I will definitely set that aside and move on to the next. All right, last roll. We have another find here from the Legendary Nature series. This is actually makes for the trifecta. We've got the other two, the orca and the bison, and this is the falcon from 2011. It's in great shape, so I will set that over with the other two. I also found a 1972, which I'm debating on whether I'm going to keep or not. It is a lower mintage. It has about 44 million that were minted that year, and of course, being a little bit older and before ARP, it's going to get more and more rare as time goes on. It's pretty dirty, pretty beat up. I think I'm just going to pass on it. I have a couple of these already, and I think I'm just going to be a little pickier. I'll find a better copy of that, I'm sure. So. All right, well, we are almost done here, so let's just finish this roll off here and see if anything else jumps out at us. So that is curling, 2018. That's the Acadia one from 2004. I have a much better version of that somewhere, so in my book. And the last coin. All right, so I will bring you in for the wrap up, and okay, be back in a sec. All right, so here we go with the wrap up. So here are our three Legendary Nature coins we found. Whoops, I got these centered a bit better. So that is from 2011. There are about 6 million, just over 6 million of each of these that were minted. And so those are great finds. They're all in decent shape, so kind of nice to get one of each. I also got two from the War of 1812 series. Again, just over 6 million of each of these minted. And again, nice shapes. So keep those as well. We got two from the 1992 Province series. So one Alberta and one Newfoundland. One is about 11.5 million. And let me just double check. The other one, Alberta, was about just over 12 million for that one. So. And 1971, which was I think around 44 million for that, and it's okay shape. That's the one I kind of debated on, but yeah, it's got a little scratch on it there, but yeah, I'll keep that one as well for now. I also got the 2004. These are about 26, I think, 26 or 28 million of these ones that were made, but they're of course after ARP, so we're not getting any of those culled out of that. But it was a little bit better poppy in the center, a little less fading than I see on many of them, so keep that one as well. One of my stars of the hunt is the 2017. We have no idea. I haven't seen any indication anywhere as to what the mintage is on these colored versions, but they're few and far between, so definitely going to hang on to that one. And of course, the star of the hunt is the two silver quarters. So the 1968 is the last year that they did silver or did any of the quarters in silver. It is 50% silver, not 80%, which some of the earlier coins are. Getting a bit of a glare on that. Let's just make sure you can see that. So the 1968, there were 250 million of these minted all total, although I don't know, obviously a much smaller percentage were done in the silver and the rest were done in nickel. You can see that is the newer obverse of the two. The 1962 is the young head. In 1965, they updated it to this version of Queen Elizabeth. And yeah, so, and then there's about 44 million, 45 million of the 1962s that were minted, and that is 80% silver on that one. So excellent 2 finds there. Very happy to have found those, and I'm just going to try and get a little bit better shot of those there. Yeah. Excellent. We do have some silver, some U.S. coins as well. I won't bother bringing them all in. There were a couple, state coins and so on that I found. This is an Arizona state coin. I did find a 1966, but it is in really bad shape here. I think it might be this one. Yeah, 1966. There is a double die reverse version of this one. This is not one of them, and it was in pretty poor shape anyway. So that was about it that was exciting in the US stuff. So that's it. Thank you very much for coming in and joining me for this hunt. Let me know if you prefer this format with the stationary camera or stationary phone rather than me holding the camera and kind of going back and forth and zooming in a little bit closer on some of these. So let me know if you prefer this style or the other style. And yeah, thank you very much. Well, I almost forgot. So we have a box to mark here. I did pick this up the other day. I got to thank a French guy who likes coin roll hunting, I think is the nickname he goes by on YouTube. I saw him use his stamp on his box a while back and thought that's pretty cool. I'm going to order one. So I'll stamp this box as been hunted. Let's just lean it up against the monitor here, and away we go. All right. Could have done a better one, but thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care.